Hey guys, what's up? So, this is a different kind of video that I don't really usually do, but I thought I would, I saw this book at the store and I got it and I'm like, this is a good book, but seems like a good book. I kind of want to read it with someone else, not just by myself. So I was like, I got to thinking. I was like, wait, maybe I can do it for a video. So I'm not really sure if any other YouTubers have done this. Maybe I'm starting a trend. But, I don't know if I will, but, yeah. So, but, yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this book to you, and if you guys like this, I'll read more books with you, and, yeah, so, this book I'm going to read to you guys, not the whole thing in this video, like, in different parts, like, first 3 or 4 chapters each video, maybe just 2, and then, on and on, and, yeah. And so that's that. So the book I'm going to read to you guys is called Blind. I've never read this before. It's by Rachel Dwonskin. That's the author, Rachel Dwonskin. But, yeah. I thought I would do this. I know it's probably kind of weird, but I'm going to try it out, see how you guys like it, and let me know what you guys think of this. So, let's get started. And I have a little announcement, sort of. I mean, it's not like a big announcement, but I'm going to tell you guys something before this video ends. So, let's get into the video. So, Blind, and it says on the front of it, what do you see when your world goes dark? Cat's going crazy. Okay. See inside right there, Blind. Okay. And it says in here, the author says, for brave girls everywhere, keeping each other inspired, unlonely, beloved, including the dazzling ones who compose my world, Christine, Donna, Erica, Heidi, Jill, Julia, Karun, Laura, Melissa, Olati, Shani, Tamar, and Willow. Thank you for seeing me for real in the most important ways. I see you too. So yeah, let us read, and here is chapter 1. Chapter 1. Going blind is a little bit like growing up. Maybe because the older you get, the more you have to close your eyes part way. From the time I was tiny, if I thought the words, when I die, I'll be dead forever, I could actually understand in my bone marrow what forever meant. It was like falling into something textureless, silent, unscented, absolutely blank, and never stopping the fall. I grasped that terror early and had just started forgetting it when my accident happened. Now I remember again. So I might not be sighted anymore, but maybe I'm not that much blinder than anyone else, just a different kind of blind. If you're me, then you see that we're all only a half-second disaster, mistake, or choice away from being changed forever, or finished. If you're not me, like my sisters and brothers and parents, then maybe you don't see that, at least not in the same way. Maybe you don't think about forever in the dark, or what it means to feel colors, to relearn Sarah, Leah, Namani, Jenna, Benji, and baby Lily by the shapes of their voices and the textures of their breathing. I know my sister and brother by the baby powder, Cheerio, and blue toddler toothpaste feeling of the little ones, the pickle bubble bath, Taos pillow hair of my middle sisters, and the lemon and licorice of the two oldest. Maybe you don't think about it, what it means to see or not see. You squeeze those thoughts shut. Because who can stand to stare straight at what's happening? No one. We have to learn to look away so we can say, the way my parents still try to tell the 7 of us, you'll be okay, everything will be fine. In other words, we lie. I don't do that anymore. I don't say much at all, because I have to keep track of what's going on around me. And I was quiet anyway, even when I was still sighted. I learned that word from my doctors. I'd never heard of sighted until it wasn't it anymore. Never considered blind until it locked onto me like a parasite. I hadn't noticed what an odd and colorless word it is, how it can suck the meaning out of whatever it attaches to. Blind love, blind rage, blind faith. Why are those unthinking kinds, and who's more lost or hopeless than the blind leading the blind? The most amazing love happens at first what? First sight? Seriously? This July was the 1 year anniversary of my accident, and I was shocked to find it hot again. Time was keeping its same pace, even though for me, the world had flipped onto a flat axis where days were dark and nights lit up my mind. Hot didn't make sense, and neither did the idea that a year had passed. I had missed half of ninth grade and spent the second half at a place called the Brierley School for the Blind. Until the accident, I never skipped 30 seconds of Lake Maine, the school I went to my entire life. And then all of a sudden I dropped out and found myself at Brierley, where they teach history and Brierley and cooking and laundry. My life was like a horror movie about someone else's life, one I couldn't watch. Brierley was for the blind, and I was the blind. The truth is, I keep getting surprised by that, even though everyone else seems to have accepted it. This summer, when my best friend Logan and all our friends from Lake Maine were at the lake, shading their eyes, tripping in blue, falling in love, I was in summer school at Brierley, pressing the 6 long flat keys of an old Perkins Brailler, listening, practicing, sliding and tapping my white cane, finding shorelines where the grass meets the curb, where the wall meets the floor, where each stair starts or stops. I was listening for traffic to the right, to the left, thinking if I heard a chorus of engines rev, stop, but if they idled, I thought, okay, Emma, okay, me, okay, now you have the whole light, strike out, walk, okay, now go. With chopped up words in my mind and a million sounds in my ears and brain exhausted, I stuck my white cane out ahead of me, waiting to see, was anyone turning? Had I made a mistake? And if my cane remained uncrushed, then I struck out into the walk. I tried to stay straight, to keep my body safely within the white lines. Just seeing how long this chapter is. It's a long chapter. Okay. This is a long chapter. Holy crap. Alright. Uncrushed, then I struck out into the walk. Tried to stay straight, to keep my body safely within the white lines. Hug the right, stay straight. I was working, focusing, trying not to panic, painting with the hope of being with the Brierley School for the Blind, referred to as mainstream. My dad called back on track, and Logan and I knew was just me going back to real school. Back to Lake Maine, to my actual life. And then it happened in August. We got the yes, the professional, the promise of special needs suspensions. And even though it was humiliating and I still couldn't see, I was going back to Lake Maine, and a rainbow blew up around me. Logan was at my house, as always, and she grabbed me and we danced through the living room until I banged into my older sister, Sarah. She screamed at me, but I didn't care. I had to learn to walk, read, and survive life in my house and at Brierley, so everyone was assuming I could manage 10th grade at Lake Maine. I would get my assignments early, either Brierley or audio versions, and have my professional read the chalkboards out loud to me. I would eat in the lunchroom with Logan and have my life back. I was flying with pride, and so was my dad. My mom was terrified, but faking that she wasn't. Sarah was furious that everyone was paying so much attention to me again because I had used up my quota after the accident. And my crazy, lovely oldest sister, Leah, was talking about how we'd walk every day and pick up the little kids from Lake Maine Primary, and how great it would be for all of us to be together again. It seems insane now, but my family and I were actually, after one small, terrible year, backing into the warm groove of things might be okay again. That's how easy that mistake is. Even I had started thinking it, whatever it is, couldn't happen to us, and started feeling stupidly safe again, the way people do, even though we should know better by now. Because right as I finished summer school and Logan and I were planning what I'd wear my first day back, a girl from Lake Maine, Clara Montgomery, disappeared. At first, we all thought her ultra-conservative parents were exaggerating. She was probably just in the city again, since one time she'd gone for a day with her best friend, Blythe Keene, or maybe she had run away. But then the days multiplied, and it seemed like something might be really wrong, so people started freaking out and searching frantically. News teams came and circled like turkey vultures, and the last Sunday night in August, when it had already started to cool down and smell like fall in school and burning leaves, Sarah screamed in front of the TV. We all ran. I came last, sliding my cane along the hallway wall, with my dog Spark barking in front of me. Spark and I hate screaming. I listened while everyone else watched. Even my dad was home because it was Sunday and he wasn't on call for once. We all scattered all over each other in a huge gold couch, red chairs, tan rug. I was at my mom's feet on a pillow, one of my hands holding the ankle of her jeans. I felt the scratch of paint on the hem, wondered what color it was. what she had been making and when, because she doesn't paint anymore. Leah was on the floor next to me. They're showing leg brainage, Leah whispered, her voice quiet and steady in my ear. Competing with the newswoman's vicious report, the words tore up to the top. Body of, washed, drowned, local teen, don't know, foul play, haven't said. I smelled lemons. Leah had leaned in toward me, set her head on my shoulder. I'm amazing, she said, pulling my hand up to her face so I could feel her closed eyes, lashes against her cheek. I'm just listening, too. Words have vivid edges and colors now, and listening to Leah is like being inside a book with glistening pages or seeing the sun from the roof of our house. When I was little, Leah used to take me out there some mornings before anyone else was awake, including our parents or Sarah. Leah's cranky inferior, 1 minute younger twin. Leah liked to see the sun as it woke, and to show me, too. Now, when she speaks, I can feel each tile's smooth curve and the way my body tilted into the rise of the roof. Mostly I remember what the sun looked like, hot over the silver of lake we could see from up there, hot over our small bodies. Like our own burning gold balloon, Leah once called it. She said since we were the only ones up, the sun belonged to us, even if just for a moment, and it was true. The sun is one of the things I can still see in my mind, and that and my mom's face. I remember exactly what my mom looks like, maybe because her voice and face are everywhere in our house, or because she keeps us all in a loose orbit around her. I still see her in a different way than I can see anyone else. Now, Leah and I will never climb out onto our roof again. Leah is 17 and a senior and busy with college applications, and I am, well, it's obvious. I steadied myself on the floor in front of the TV, tucked my head, and rocked as Sarah said, "They found her body. Oh my God, how can they be showing this?" I felt like I was falling. Sarah smells like pepper, and her words sound like stilts, hooves, or heels. She and Leah are each other's opposite, maybe like most twins. Sarah's hair is so dark, and it's hard to believe her eyes could be darker, but they are, flat, black, and glinty. Leah's are almost black too, but they shine like stones, and you would hold in your pocket for comfort. When Leah tells me what's on TV, it's because she doesn't want me to feel left out. When Sarah does, it's so I'll have to suffer too. When Mom slapped back to consciousness, suddenly took a sharp breath and stood. So yeah, I'm going to stop there because this chapter is a long chapter, and I don't want to read and bore you guys too much if you guys don't like this. So yeah, I'm going to just leave it there, and let me know what you think of this book, if you like it, if you don't like it. If you want me to keep reading with you guys like this, let me know. And yeah, just let me know, okay? Thanks. Yeah, so my announcement I was going to do at the end of this video is I am going to be posting more than just 1 week, like a day a week. I'm going to try to post Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And just have Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays without posting. I think that's right. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind that. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. If you think it's a bad idea, just let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one. Which this is Wednesday. So I will see you on Friday. Bye guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want me to continue reading this book with you guys. And yeah, I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment.